Yeah, I'm a total sucker for a grippy outsole. Hello and welcome to the Rocket Runner. Today we are looking at the Saucony Peregrine 7. Yeah, look at this, is a great looking shoe. This is a trail shoe from Saucony, as you can tell by that fabulous looking grip. It's very much a neutral shoe for support point of view. In the men's, it comes in at 266 grams. It has a 4mm heel to toe drop. And really, what a great looking grippy sole that is. I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up, but this thing is the way that the lugs are orientated. The rear ones are kind of there to grip downwards, so as you're coming down a muddy slope, it should be really catching on these, because you should be you're probably going to be more heel striking then. And then as you're going up any slopes, these ones at the front here are angled the other way, so then again you should be able to really claw in as you're going up and down and doing all these fabulous things. It's got a mesh upper with this exoskeleton overlay to give it a bit of strength and support, which I think looks good, and to be frank, it seems to work as well. The other interesting thing about this is it has its EverRun technology, which goes through the entirety of the foot. EverRun is kind of an alternative to the traditional EVA. It's much more springy. So if you've seen like the Adidas Energy Boost, that kind of more, almost looks like a polystyrene type of material. That's supposed to give you more energy return, so and it also is supposed to have much better longevity. EVA is supposed to start giving up the ghost after 250 to 300 miles. This type of material is supposed to last much longer and be more springy. So like a double win really, a win-win situation. So let's get into what is great and what's not so great about this shoe. So to start with, let's look at the sole. Now I did run stock in this yesterday, so it's still got a bit of run stock ground and mud over it, and yeah, it gripped really well. That's not a super challenging type of course, but there's some nice muddy bits, there were some nice traily bits, and didn't slip once. This thing just hooked in and gripped like you would expect it to do, so that worked really well. The midsole with the, as we mentioned, EverRun technology, yeah, I found it to be a really nice blend of feeling what was going on with the ground, but actually having some nice cushioning and a little bit of springy. I couldn't work out if it was in my head or whether it genuinely is that much more springy. It felt to me a little bit nice and springy. So, ultimately, I think with shoes, it often all comes down to the feels, and it felt good. Really, then it comes to the upper. Oh, what a great fit. Do you know, sometimes you put shoes on, and as soon as you put them on and you start moving around in them, you think, these are just like a fantastic fit. And yet some shoe companies, or some shoes within shoe companies, that's certainly not the case. But with these, as soon as I put them on, I thought, these feel fantastic, these feel great. And they do, and they felt great to run in. The toe box is a decent size, so you've got room for your feet to splay. I think there would be room if you're doing a really heavy OCR where there's going to be mud and debris. I think there's going to be a bit of space for all of that, because you always kick up some rubbish. But yeah, the fit felt fantastic. I think there's the exoskeleton helped keep everything where it was supposed to be. It's got these nice chunky, rugged looking laces, and I do like a shoe that looks like what it's supposed to do. It doesn't try and pretend it's something else. This certainly looks like what you imagine it was built to do. Nice and supportive. The heel was good. There's a nice bit of padding around there. I didn't find any particular muck and debris getting in there. Just felt super comfortable, was springing, was doing everything that it was supposed to do. So that was all awesome. But it's not all lazy Sundays and barbecues. What are the things that are maybe not so great? Well, not much. The only thing that I've read about is some people say the inner sole can move around a bit when it gets wet, which I've had happen on numerous other shoes, so I don't know if that's not something specific to this. It didn't happen to me so far. I haven't noticed any particular movement when it got wet, and I was walking through water and doing a bit of wading, not excessively, but from what I've done so far, it stayed in the right place. But I have read online that that's happened for other people. But as I say, it's happened for me in other shoes anyway, so that wouldn't be specific to this. But for me, on what I've done so far in this is an absolute fabulous shoe. I'm loving it. I can see me doing an awful lot of running and racing in this, and I'm pleased as punch with it. So this is definitely a fabulous shoe. It's absolutely a 5-star shoe. Highly recommended. I'd say go and try it on, see how you get on. And with that, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.